Hello everyone, I invite you to every Wednesday cryptocurrency review. Let's start by checking the current situation on the BTC pair to USDT, taking into account the one-day interval. First, we will use the blue lines to mark the uptrend channel in which the BTC price is moving. Now we can move on to marking the places of support in the event of a correction. And here in the first place it is worth marking the support zone from $22,963 to $20,415. Then we have support at $20,415. The next support is $19,187, but when we fall below, we can see a drop around the very strong support zone from $17,590 to $15,502. Looking the other way, we can determine the places of resistance in a similar way. We will first mark the resistance zone from $23,700 to $25,604. When we manage to break it, we have a second resistance at $28,306. Then the price has strong resistance at $31,806. As we can see on the EMA cross 10 and 30, they indicate the continuation of the uptrend. The CHOP index indicates that we have a lot of energy for a new move. The MACD indicator indicates a downward trend. While the RSI shows a visible rebound, but we are still in the upper part of the range. As a second chart in today's review, we will check ETH in hand at USDT, also for 4 hours. First of all, with the help of yellow lines, we can mark the inheritable trend channel in which the price is currently moving. Let's move to the designation of support places now. To mark support, we will put FIB retracement tools, and as you can see, we first have a support zone from $1,603 to $1,569. The second support at $1,522, but if the price drops below, we have another support at $1,462. Looking at the other side, we can mark the places where the price should encounter resistance on the path of growth. And here, as the first, we have a resistance zone from $1,628 to $1,650. We still have a second zone from $1,672 to $1,703. Only when we overcome the price will move towards resistance at $1,743. Index chop indicates that the energy has been used. The MACD indicator maintains a local upward trend. On the other hand, we move on the upper part of the range, which means that we should be careful. As the third, we will check the FTM chart in hand to USDT, taking into account the interval of 4 hours. First of all, with the help of blue lines, we will mark the inheritance trend channel, in which the price is currently moving. Going further, we can go to select the places. For this, we will use the Trend Fib Extension Trend tool. And here the first support is at a price of 45 cents. We have the second support at the price of 41 cents. And then the third support at 36 cents. Looking the other way, we see that the price cannot break the first resistance zone from 48 cents to 50 cents. However, if you can get out of the downward channel and pierce the resistance zone, the next zone is from 53 cents to 55 cents. When the price overcomes it, the third resistance is at 58 cents and the fourth at 62 cents. Please look at the index chop, which indicates that we have a lot of energy for the upcoming movement. MACD indicates that we maintain a local upward trend, while we have a relaxation to RSI and move in the lower part of the range, which may indicate upcoming growth. Technical analysis is provided by a third party and for informational purposes only. It does not reflect the views of CryptoDaily, nor is it intended to be used as legal, tax, investment, or financial advice. The last one in today's chart is the BNB to USDT chart on a one-day timeframe. First, we will use the blue lines to mark the sideways trend channel in which the price is currently moving. Going further, we can move on to marking the places of support when we start the correction. And here, in the first place, it is worth marking the support zone from $293 to $282. Then we have support at the price of $264, and the third support at the price of $245. Looking the other way, we see that the price bounces off the first resistance at $309. However, if it manages to overcome it, we have the second resistance at $330, the third at $360, and then the fourth at $398. Please look at the CHOP index, which indicates that we have a lot of energy for the upcoming move. MACD indicates that we are moving in a downtrend. while the RSI is moving around the middle of the range, which makes it difficult to clearly determine the direction. Technical analysis is provided by a third party and for informational purposes only. It does not reflect the views of CryptoDaily, nor is it intended to be used as legal, tax, investment, or financial advice.